Hello, welcome to the Reframing Mindset podcast. We are clear my head of the thoughts that are preventing clarity to practice my speech, among other things. Episodes range from informative knowledge to funny stories about my experiences, and in the future, maybe include interviews. So subscribe and enjoy. Episodes drop every other day.
Okay, welcome back to the Free Mindset Podcast. My name is Carson Brooks. This episode we're gonna talk about one of the funny thing is you know one of the good thing about taking pictures is you can always just see progress. You can always track progress through pictures. And one of the thing is that now in 2024 I am not in the best health as in my body is in intense pain right now from the work that I'm doing. The thing about it that before the pain and all, if without the pain and all, if I were to look at myself now compared to back way back, so my what I thought was my peak would be like my university days. That would be my peak. That would dwarf compare to now. Like legit, I'm more my physical body is way better, but unfortunately, the work that I'm doing have it in intense pain. So that's the trade off. Yeah, so it's like one of those things where you can't you can't really look can't judge a book by its cover. So you'll see me and be like, oh my god, he looks so ripped and stuff. But yeah, and how I'm feeling, yeah. Yeah, so that's one of the thing where you have to really look at your own journey. But the thing about it is that, you know, looking is one of those situations where you can't really go back. You can't really go back. If you were to go back there, you'd have to um take all the problems that come back with going back there. I was really skinnier back then and stuff. There were a lot of perks, but I would have to be out there doing um schoolwork and stuff like again and stuff like that. But now I'm actually getting paid. So that's one of those things where you have to take the good with the bad. And know. So that's one of those, so basically what the episode is that, you know, taking pictures can really as a good reference to show you progress in life. To show you that yeah, you made a lot of progress because looking at my university pictures and see how skinny I was and then now being somewhat more fit, way more fit than before. So I'm more towards my ideal weight that I want it to be. Seeing that progress is actually good and show that back in those days, back in the way in the 2017 times to now, I could say those days were broker days compared to now. Those days were broker days compared to now, but they were richer in different ways. So that's one of those trade off. But now the thing about my richness, what I would describe it as, it was one of those weird phases where I could, some of the dreams that I have could just manifest. But it's one of those things where it's not the dreams of society. The normal person would say, "Oh, that would be something," because that's the trade off with not trade off with life is that you will want something, but is it what everybody else wants? So it does one of those things where boom, you're working now and you're able to manifest your dream, but then you realize that what you're manifesting, nobody really cares about it. You have to just make that trade off to say, yo, okay, you just have to just do it for yourself. And then what the sacrifice is that when you manifested it, nobody will be there to celebrate it with you. Nobody. It's just you, bro. It's just you. So I'm get this body now. And one of the things is that, I met someone from university, and what they said was that, I look a lot bigger. But not in a bad way. It's like, that was a really good compliment. Really good compliment to show that, yo, it actually worked. What I did actually worked. Even though the process that I went through to actually get it, I would not recommend. I would not recommend. I would recommend a different way. But the the results are showing. The results are showing, so I can't really complain. The only thing now is to find a way to get a better working condition, bro. Because what I'm doing now, not it's not ideal work, bro. My body is not built for this. Or find better way to actually do the work. One of the two. One of the two. Because that's the thing. You can always say, "Oh yes, let me just try to find something better." But what you're doing more than that requires way more work, way more body, something. So that's one of the things where, so I could leave this work and go back to the work before, but even even if I were to go back to that work, I know that work pays more, you and all those stuff, but this work is still an upgrade for me. Still an upgrade for me. It's just that, bro, the trials and tribulations here, bro. I don't even know if I'm going to. Every day, I don't even feel. I don't even know if I'm going to make it to the end of 2024 with all these trials and tribulations I'm doing at this new work. But yo, it's way better than um where I was before. Way better. Yeah, so that's one of those good episodes to just say, yo, is take pictures, bro. That's one of the nice things about pictures, to see how far you came and where you could have been. Where you could have been. And it can be as a good reference to say, did I make progress or did I not make progress? That's something. And you can actually look at the pictures and be like, I made some progress here, but I lost something here and all those stuff. So yeah, taking pictures. That's one of the good thing about taking pictures, to see the changes in your life, to see the progresses and all those stuff. hmm Yes, that's basically it for this episode. Thank you for listening and look forward for the next episode. And before I even go, one of the next thing about taking pictures is that, so I took my graduation pictures and stuff. And you that listen to the episode where I talk about taking the picture. And so, and what happened was that I went to work and I was talking to this other person, and I was out there trying to convince him about, I said it was really a hard debate and all those stuff, convincing him about my side of, of a point. And what would happen is that I take out a picture, my graduation picture, and showed the person, and the person looked at the picture and said, "Bro, you looked so young back then." But that picture was taken like um around, so it was 2024 now. It was taken in around the end of, I think it was taken around, the date on the picture is 2021. So it's either was taken in 2021 or close to the end of 2020. I think it was I think it was by the end of 2021. I think that's when I actually took the picture. The end of 2021. The graduation picture. So looking at, so yes, you are. So looking at that back then, that showing a person a picture of me graduate of my graduation picture in from university. Them looking at it and saying, "Bro, I look so young," and that life actually did some work on me to say, "Yeah, life." So yeah, life is going to change you, bro. Life gonna change you no matter what. So it's just one of those funny things that you have to look. I have to really go back and and think about the fact that um my graduation picture is really an outdated picture of me already. So that's basically it for this episode. Thank you for listening. I look forward for the next episode. Mhm.
Well, this is the end of the episode. Thanks for watching and look forward for the next episode. To support this podcast, go to anchor.fm/cssb/support or become a sponsor for this episode. If you have a product that you want to have more exposure, DM me on the Instagram page, Reframing Mindset Podcast, or on Twitter at ReframingP. Either way would help. Thank you regardless for listening, and here's a preview for the next episode.